Hey, what's up guys? So today I'm excited. We're getting back into neo soul. I've got some exercises and licks that are really gonna help you out, and I'll be putting the sheet music up on screen. So without further ado, I'm gonna stop talking. Let's just jump right into this stuff. All right, so one of the things we want to get used to for making our improv fit the neo soul style is little licks and inflections, which actually are helping make our improvisation sound a bit more like a vocalist, give it a little bit more actual emotion and feeling. So in this lick, I added a triplet, and also I have some grace notes. So those little inflections really help stylize what we're doing. But you also have to have some specific finger muscles to make those happen. So this exercise is really gonna help you build that up. Now what we just watched was in one key, but this actually applies to all the exercises. They're gonna be the most helpful if you can actually cycle them through different keys, play them in different keys. So let's take a look at this one really quick. All right, so let's start in the key of B major where we started, and then let's go down to A, and then let's go down to G and see if we can't just move this lick around in different keys. All right, so I messed up a tiny bit there. You guys want to be able to do this in any key you want without messing up. So I got to practice this too a bit. But being able to do that is going to make sure that this really sinks into your vocabulary. So next time you're actually improvising like at a show or during a song, this stuff will come right out into your playing. All right, so another thing that I love doing when I'm playing this stylistically is sometimes doing a chord in my right hand and an interesting melody in the left hand. So this exercise is really helpful in a lot of ways, actually. I love it because it introduces us to some voicings that double the melody note at the octave. These guys, you see we got the G on top and on bottom. I love that sound. You can roll both notes together, F and G. And we get this really awesome octave doubled sound. Now it's also giving us a little bit of left hand workout here. We've got to get the lick going in our left hand while we move the chords in our right. Then of course we switch it up to the right hand. But I actually find it a little trickier when we're doing the melody in the left hand and the chords in the right hand. And that's actually my favorite sounding part of it too. So we can actually go past this exercise. That's one of the beauties of it. Once we master it, we can go past it and actually do other things with this same style of movement. So let's say I wanted to veer away from the exercise and just do some more improv over different chord progressions or whatever. So make sure to practice this one in all keys too, and just like I just did, once you get really comfortable with the written exercise, try veering off and doing your own harmony, moving to different chords. Really quick guys, before we move on to the next exercise, just wanted to let you know that I actually have all 5 of the exercises from this video, plus 15 other neo soul improv exercises available with sheet music and backing tracks. And the sheet music has these written out in all keys. So if you're interested, check that out at jazzpianoconcepts.com/store. Also, if you are actually a producer or you want to take some of these licks and use MIDI from the drums, bass, or anything I'm playing on keys, I've also got a sample pack made out of these available as well. All right, guys, so this one is more of a straight up technique exercise. Now, as you actually get more used to it, I want you to try to speed up the tempo so that you can actually do this pretty fast. So that's actually going to give you more finger strength, especially in the left hand. You've got to get the fourth finger on there. As you can see, I'm doing 1, 2, 4, 5. So this is really going to help you with technique. But also it just kind of sounds awesome. It's sus chords moving down in minor thirds. And this is a really cool exercise that you could actually use as a lick when you're playing not only sus chords, but dominant chords as well. So just remember that, try it out in context. I think you'll be really happy with how it sounds. Okay, so remember how I talked about being able to do little inflections? Well, this exercise is all about building finger strength to help you do those really quick little movements. It's kind of funny, right? Like when we're training for a sport, we might train differently than lifting heavy weights. We might actually do plyometric movements. Listen, guys, I'm no expert, but basically faster movements, being able to move your muscles really quickly if you need to change direction or whatever. This exercise is going to help with those really quick little movements that you need to do to execute inflections well. And it's also just kind of physically challenging to be moving these inflections down and up as quickly and as much as we're doing it here. So it also builds some finger endurance. Also, you don't have to literally just do the same thing up and down. Once you get used to this, you can switch up where you move up and down and actually get a little bit more improvisational with it. I'm gonna try it out right now and see how I do. Ooh, it's tricky. All right, so my hand is already tired, guys. Again, let me know in the comments. I'm very curious to see how you guys do with this one. All right, guys, so this lick is really fun because we're working on pentatonic improvisation. So pentatonic improv is pretty much what it sounds like. It's based on a pentatonic scale. And so this lick being based on G flat major, right? Surprisingly, what we're actually using is the F minor pentatonic. And so what that does is it gives us a Lydian sound, because on the G flat major, we end up getting this C natural here. So that is the sharp 4 of the G major scale. So I kind of love that Lydian sound, especially when I'm playing neo soul. I love making major chords Lydian in general. Obviously you want to do it tastefully, you don't want to do it all the time, but especially if it's your solo, you're improvising, you know, you can do whatever you want for the most part. So consider using Lydian on a major 7 or major 9 chord. So this exercise, once you guys can do it quickly, is really going to help you build up some pentatonic finger speed, finger strength, and just vocabulary in general, especially if you learn it in all keys. It's a pretty tricky one, but it's really fun. This is one of my favorite ones to practice.